Okay, class, good morning. So, this is a refrigeration system. So, the first topic that we are going to discuss on this subject is about refrigerants. Okay, so you know, class, that refrigerant is the one that is used in a refrigeration system. So, in order to produce a cooling effect. Okay? So, of course, your instructor in refrigeration system is, of course, generally a professional mechanical engineer. Okay, so let us now proceed. So this is the primary and secondary refrigerants. Okay, so primary refrigerants are those fluids which are used directly as working fluids. So, for example, in vapor compression and vapor absorption refrigeration system, when used in compression or absorption system, these fluids provide refrigeration by undergoing a phase change process in the evaporator. Okay? So, as the name implies, so secondary refrigerants are those liquids which are used for transporting thermal energy from one location to another. Okay? To the other location. So, for secondary refrigerants, so these are also known under the name brines or antifreezes. So, of course, if the operating temperature are above zero, so then pure water can be used as secondary refrigerant. So, for example, in the large air conditioning system, antifreezes or brines are used when refrigeration is required at sub-zero temperature. So, meaning it is below zero temperature. So, it is water is not advisable because water will solidify at 0 degree. Okay? So, unlike primary refrigerants, the secondary refrigerants do not undergo phase change as they transport energy from one location to another. So, that is class refrigerants used in an ice plant. Okay? So, next, refrigerant selection criteria. Okay? So, selection of refrigerant for a particular application is based on the following requirements. Okay? So, we have to consider this class. First is thermodynamic and thermophysical properties. Another is environmental and safety properties, and of course, economics. So, it is not so very expensive. Okay? So, we have here the thermodynamic and thermophysical properties. So, what are those? Okay. A, that is suction pressure. So, at a given evaporator temperature, the saturation pressure should be above atmospheric for prevention of air or moisture ingress into the system and is of leak detection. So, higher suction pressure is better as it leads to smaller compressor displacement. Okay? So, discharge pressure. So, at a given condenser temperature, the discharge pressure should be as small as possible. So, to allow line weight construction of compressor or the condenser and so on and so forth. Okay? Another is the pressure ratio. So, should be as small as possible for high volumetric efficiency. Okay? So, and then latent heat of vaporization. Okay? So, should be as large as possible so that the required mass flow rate per unit cooling capacity will be small. Okay? So, for letter E, isentropic index of compression should be small as possible that the temperature rise during compression will be small. Another is liquid specific heat should be small so that degree of subcooling will be large, leading to smaller amount of blast gas at evaporator inlet. Okay? So, vapor specific heat should be large so that the degree of superheating will be small. Another is the thermal conductivity. So, thermal conductivity in both liquid as well as vapor phase should be high for high heat transfer coefficients. Another is the viscosity. Okay? So, viscosity So, should be small in both liquids and vapor. Okay? So, phase is 4, smaller fractional pressure drops. Okay? So, environmental and safety properties. So, this is another consideration class in selecting a refrigerant. Okay? Another is the ozone depletion potential. Okay? Or the ODP. So, according to the Montreal Protocol, the ODP of refrigerants should be 0. Okay? They should be non-ozone depleting substance. Okay? Refrigerants having non-zero ODP have either already been phased out. Okay? So, example of the phased out refrigerant, of course, is the R11 and R12. Okay? Or will be phased out in near future is the refrigerant 22. Okay? So, since ODP depends mainly on the presence of chlorine or bromine in the molecules. Okay? So, refrigerants having either chlorine or CFCs and HCFCs or bromine cannot be used under the new regulation. Okay? So, that is class under the Montreal Protocol. Okay? Montreal Protocol. Okay, so global warming potential. Okay, so this is another class. Or the GWP. So refrigerant should have as low a GWP value as possible to minimize the problem of global warming. Okay, so refrigerants with 0 ODP but a high value of GWP, or example for 134A, are likely to be regulated in future. Okay. Another is the total equivalent warming index, or the TEWI. So the factor TEWI consider both the direct due to release into atmosphere and indirect, so through energy consumption. So contributions of refrigerants to global warming. So naturally, refrigerants with as low a value of TEWI are preferable from global warming point of view. Okay, so another is toxicity. Okay, so ideally, refrigerant used in a refrigeration system should not be toxic. Okay, another is flammability. Okay, the refrigerant should be preferably non-flammable. Okay, or non-explosive. Another is chemical stability. The refrigerant should be chemically stable as long as they are inside the refrigeration system. Another is compatibility with common materials of construction. Okay? So both metals and non-metals. Another is miscibility with lubricating oil. So oil separators have to be used if the refrigerant is not miscible with lubricating oil. Okay? Example is ammonia. Okay? So another is of leak detection. So in the event of leakage of refrigerant from the system, so it should be easy to detect. Okay. So another is the economic properties. Okay. So the refrigerant should preferably be inexpensive and easily available. So the designation of refrigerants. Okay. So this is class very important. All the refrigerants are designated by R, okay? So, meaning the refrigerant, followed by a unique number, okay? Polysaturated halogenated compounds. So, these refrigerants are derivatives of alkanes, okay? C2, H2N plus 2, such as methane, so CH4, ethane, C2H6. So, these refrigerants are designated by R, XYZ, okay? So, meaning, where X plus 1 indicates the number of carbon atoms, Y minus 1 indicates the number of hydrogen, and Z indicates the number of fluorine atoms. Okay, so take note of that class. The balance indicates the number of chlorine atoms. Only 2 digits indicates that the value of X is 0. Okay. Sample. So, for R22, so X is equals to 0. So, meaning, no number of carbon atoms is equals to 1. Okay? So, derivative of methane, CH4. Okay? So, Y is equals to 2. So, number of atoms is equals to 2 minus 1. So, that is equals to 1. Okay? And then, C is equals to 2, or the number of fluorine atoms is equals to 2. Okay? So, the balance of 4 minus number of H plus F, or the hydrogen plus fluorine atoms equals to 4 minus 1 minus 2 equals to 1. So, number of chlorine atoms is equals to 1. Okay? So, therefore, the formula, or the chemical formula for R22 is CH, Cl, F2. Okay? So, take the class of the, you study, okay? Study the chemical formula, or designating the chemical formula of the refrigerant. So, that is class very important. So, if you graduate in mechanical engineering, and then take board examination, this is class very important. Okay? Another, so, inorganic refrigerant. So, these are designated by number 7, followed by the molecular weight of the refrigerant. Okay? So, rounded off. Example, ammonia. So, molecular weight is 17. The designation is R717. Okay? So, take note class. This is very easy. So, designation. So, the first number is 7, followed by the molecular weight. Okay? So, another is carbon dioxide. Okay? So, molecular weight is 44. So, CO2. Okay? CO2. C is 12. And then, oxygen is 16 times 232 plus 12 is 44. Okay? So, that is the designation of carbon dioxide is R744. Okay? So, very easy class. Okay? So, water molecular weight. Okay. So, for water, as a refrigerant, the molecular weight is, or the chemical formula is H2O. Okay? So, 2 hydrogen plus oxygen 16 is 18. So, for water, that is now R718. Okay? So, okay class. So, here is the refrigerant. Okay? So, this is divided into two. We have pure fluids and the mixture, or the azeotropic and zeotropic. Okay? So, we have here the synthetic, CFCs, HCFCs, SFCs. For natural or organic, we have here NH3, CO2, water, and so on and so forth. Okay? Okay, so we have here the mixture. So, the azeotropic mixture are designated by 500 series. So, where azeotropic refrigerants are designated by 400. Okay? So, azeotropic mixture R500, mixture of 73.8% R12 and 26.2 R152A. Okay? So, R502, okay? Refrigerant mixture of R22, 48.8%, and R115, 51.2. 503 mixture of R23, so 40.1%, and R13, 59.9. Okay? And so on and so forth class. Okay, for zeotropic, we have here R power of 4, so mixture of R125, so 44%, R143A, 52%, and R134A is 4%. Okay? So, R407, so mixture of R32, 20%, R125, 40%, and R134A, 40%. Okay? R407B, mixture of 32, so 10%, R125, 70, R1348, 20. Okay? And so on and so forth, class. Okay? So another is for hydrocarbons rather. Okay, so meaning composed of hydrogen and carbon only. Okay? So propane, so C3H8. So that is R290 rather. So and butane, C4H10, so R600. Isobutane, R600A. Unsaturated hydrocarbon, so R1150, so C2H4, so R1270 is H3H6. Okay. So we have here questions class about refrigerants. Okay, so sample only. Okay, so the chemical formula of refrigerant R11 is, okay, so we have here class a multiple choice question. So using class the computation of the chemical formula for this, the answer class is letter A. So carbon and 3 chlorine and 1 fluorine. Okay, CCl3F. Okay, so another class is the chemical formula of R141A is, okay, again class the same. So we have here 2 carbon, 3 hydrogen, 2 chlorine and 1 fluorine. Okay, so that is class letter C. So if you are class good in memorizing this chemical formula, just memorize. Okay, but if you are not quite good in memorization, so you study how you are going to compute the amount or the carbon, the hydrogen, the chlorine and fluorine content. Okay, so another class we have here, which of the following refrigerants are phased out due to Montreal Protocol on ozone layer depletion? Okay, so here is class the answer. So R111 or R11 rather, R21 and R12. So because class the ozone layer depletion of this is not zero. Okay, so another class we have here, which of the following refrigerants replaces R12 in domestic refrigerators? Okay, okay, so we have here class R22, R11, R134A and R141B. Okay, so the answer class is 134A, R134A. So another class, which of the following refrigerants are suggested as replacement for R22 in a large air conditioning and cold storage system? Okay, so we have here class the option R134A, R21. So the answer class is R410A and R407C. Okay, thank you very much, class. So that's all about our first topic in refrigeration system. Okay, thank you very much, class.